Kiana coming at you today, and I wanted to give you guys this video because I know a lot of you have been asking for cooking videos. So I wanted to give you exactly that. So take time to thumbs up this video and also share it if you like. We are making crab ragoon. We're going to be using several different ingredients, and I'm going to actually make it in front of you. I'm also going to hold up all the ingredients, and I'll also list it in the description box. Hopefully this will be an interesting dish. You can use this for appetizers for parties, and you can also use it as, like, if you're going to have like Asian food day or something, because I know in our house we have like Mexican day, and then we have, you know, Italian day. So maybe this would be a good idea to use in your own home. So, and put your own twist on it. So I'm going to pan the camera down so you guys can actually see me cooking. As for if anybody's worried about me, I thank you all for your prayers. I'm just going through. I have good days and I have bad days. So what I'll do is I'll make sure that on my good days I will give you guys the videos that you have requested. Alright, so I'm going to pan the camera down.
Are you okay?
Yes. Alright, so one of the things you're going to need, of course, is your wontons. Okay, so we have I have a pack already open. I already took the liberty of dicing some of the imitation crab meat. This is what is actually used more often when you go into restaurants and Asian food restaurants or buffets. This is what they actually use, and this is called imitation crab meat. But we're going to take it a step further. Of course, I have to take it a step further. Wouldn't be me, right? So we're going to use this crab meat, which is jumbo lump. Now, some of these, you can make this as inexpensive or expensive as you like. As for me, I also put another ingredient that a lot of people don't put in, but I use a good shredded cheese. This cheese you can find in your deli department. And it's usually with the gourmet cheeses and things like that, but I use a good cheese, and I put that inside of the crab ragoon, and it just gives it an extra kick. You're going to also need some cream cheese. I like to use the whipped kind because it's more like airy and it's lighter. So this is perfect for the dish I'm making. You can use green onions. I don't have any onions, but I'm using a small onion. I'm not going to use much of it, but you want to make sure it's not a pungent onion. So what else? I have some organic garlic pepper. I have some organic chives. If you need any, I used Himalaya pink salt. But keep in mind the crab is going to have its natural salt, so you may don't need any. Alright? And just a little teeny bit of some organic agave. Reduced sodium soy sauce. You can eliminate the salt with that as well, so you don't over salt it. And you need a cooking oil. You can use organic cooking oil, coconut oil, or you can use your canola oil or whatever. Alright, so you can just basically make this recipe your own. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix everything. I have my electric wok going. Now, most people when they're making this recipe, they give you, it's usually 3 parts, to be honest, because they're trying to stretch it and trying to be cheap at the same time. It's usually 3 parts cream cheese and 1 part crab. And they don't even use the real crab meat. So this is like 1 up in that. Alright, so we're going to put our, excuse you. We're going to put our cream cheese in here. We're going to put, and I use 1 package of this crab, you guys.
Yes, Mommy?
Alright, and then I'm going to to this, I'm going to cut a little bit of onion. Again, you don't want to use too much. Now, again, the recipe calls for spring onion, so you can use whatever floats your boat. I'm just going to use a little teeny bit of onion. My oil is already hot and going, and that's what you want to do. You want to already have your oil going so it'll be hot, so when the wontons hit it, it's already basically done. Again, I'm not going to use too much of the onion, and then you want to slice it really small, because you don't want to bite into a big chunk. And you don't use a lot at all. This is a very little bit of onion compared to all the crab and stuff you're using. Alright. This is very simple. I know in my local curry out, Chinese food curry out, they charge, just for I think 6 of these, they charge like $4. So, like I said, this is something that you can make with very little money. But then you can also, you know, add your own little spin on it and make it with, you know, like I'm using, with jumbo crab meat and all that. So, I'm just applying my seasonings. You can use them sparingly, the way that you want. I'm old school and I've been cooking for a long time, y'all, so I can just basically look at something and see if it has enough seasoning. So I do apologize. I'm not giving you guys any what do you call it? I'm not giving you exact measurements. So I do apologize for that. Now I'm putting that amount of seasoning in there. It looks like a lot, but you have to understand I haven't added the jumbo lump crab meat yet. So we're going to add that, and then we're going to just stir it all together. This is so super easy, you guys, but it's so good. This is a great appetizer, and it's also great for like movie night. Me and Daddy and I'm sorry, we like to have movie night, and this is a great like finger food. And before I stir it, I'm going to add a little bit of that good quality cheese. You don't have to add a lot. It's just giving you just another flavor besides just the cream cheese. So I would say like maybe half a cup should be fine. Probably about a third of a cup. And you're going to use a little splash of the low sodium soy sauce. Alright, so now we're just going to go ahead and just mix that all together well. And then we're going to make our wontons. Now you may want to do something different than what I've done, which is use a bigger bowl for this amount. But this will make a mess load of excuse me. This will make a mess load of wontons, you guys. So you're just going to mix this all together, like I said. You want to mix it well, so that's going to just take me a few minutes, you guys. I do apologize. But you want to incorporate all of that. And I'm actually making these because my baby, Nene, is coming over. And I believe her fiance is coming with her. And yeah, he's already part of the family. He come right in and ask for food. But yeah, the little water is what that's going to do, is that's going to hold, basically act as a glue for your wonton. Okay. I'm almost finished incorporating this all together. And as I'm stirring it, because I did add in the crab, the real crab, I want to just like mush it down a little bit, because you don't want to get a chunk of like cream cheese because it's not mixed well. Alright, I was just checking my heat on my checking the heat on my oil. Again, you want to make sure, just like when you fry chicken, you want to make sure it's already hot, the oil. Not burning, but hot. And like I said, you can use whatever oil you're comfortable with. You can also probably bake these, but I'm telling you that I know it's more calories, but it's just going to taste better if you fry them. But you can do whatever you like. I just want to give you the idea. So this will make a huge amount of wontons, you guys. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, try to clean off my onion a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and start making my wontons. Just add a little bit more pepper. I'm a pepper girl, so I just want to drink some of my juice. You want to have a spatula, of course. Alright, I have the water. Okay, hope you guys can see. We have wontons. Okay, we're going to add some of our delicious filling. You don't want to overstuff it. Of course, this is something you have to use your hands with. You want to make sure your hands is clean, of course, but I am talking to adults, so I don't think I have to say that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put some water on our hand. You want to bring it together, you guys, like this. Now see, I put too much in here, so I'm going to push it down further. And now we know what amount to use. So use a little bit less than what I just did. So this is an ugly wonton right here. But you get the point, I hope. Let's make another and use a little less filling. Okay. I'm going to bring it all together like so. And I'm just going to make a couple on camera for you guys. Again, I just want to give you guys the idea so that you can go make these yourself. Do not give your money to the local Chinese food restaurant when you can make these things for very little money, you guys, yourself. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And they'll get prettier as you go along, you guys. They'll get prettier as you go along. Alright. I'm going to make one more, and then I'm going to deep fry it in front of you guys so you actually can see how they look. And as you can see, this is going to be a lot of wontons. This is something, in case you want to know, you can freeze these. Because after all, you get these in your frozen food section, and they want to charge you for like 8. They want to charge you like $4. So this is just a great way to be able to make it yourself. You can put whatever you want in it and tweak it the way that you would like. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this aside because I'm just going to make this on camera for you guys, just so you guys can actually see it frying and how easy and quick it can be. And like I said, they get prettier as you go along. Okay. I think you guys can see. Okay. Alright. So, let me just drop this in. That in. Drop that in. Like I said, these are not for everyday eating because, of course, they're not, you know, they're not like the healthiest things to eat. But if you do want something, you have a taste for Chinese food or something. Alright, and this is where your spatula is going to come into use. I have a spoon spatula so that the grease just and if you see that it doesn't open up because you use that water to seal it as like a glue. These do not take a lot of time. You want to let these rest because they are going to be extremely hot and you will burn yourself if you eat them directly out of the grease or like a minute after they get out the grease. So you just want to make them golden brown. And you just want to turn it over so they can get golden brown on each side. And I'm going to show you what they look like once it's cooked. I'm going to open it up for you, and then I'm going to finish the rest off camera. Now, you're going to want to, like I'm going to have some, I'm old school, I use paper towels and newspaper stuff to drain grease, like Big Mama used to do. So I'm going to drain these, of course, the ones I'm going to do. But for purpose of just showing you guys, I'm not going to bother to do all that. But I will take time to open it up for you guys. This is what they look like. Again, you're going to drain these. Unlike what I just did, you're going to drain these, okay? But I'm going to open it up so you guys can actually see what we're working with. And this one is done as well. Those are your crab So I'm going to just share it with you guys. Once it's open, this is what it looks like. And that is your crab Ragoon. So, anybody want to see a taste test? Let me move this out the way so I don't hurt myself. So we're going to taste this, right? Okay. We're not going to taste that one, evidently. All right. That will be better than any Asian food or Chinese food restaurant you go, because they're not going to give you that much crab, and you're not even going to know what's in it, really. Super good. You can use any kind of dipping sauce, but that's good. Alright, you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy the recipe. And please take time to thumbs up. I love you all.